Jacksonville's own radio station, WSME, Freedom 97.1.
All right, Facebookers and YouTubers, stand by. We're going to go live and do about a minute and a half.
WSME, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. The owner of a small plane that crashed in the Virginia mountains says his daughter, 2-year-old granddaughter, and a nanny were on board with the pilot, all killed. He says they were flying back to New York after visiting him in Tennessee. The plane turned around after reaching Long Island, New York, crashing. The pilot not responding to radio contact. Everybody apparently was passed out. There was a sonic boom in the D.C. area from fighter jets.
Fighter jets from the D.C. National Guard scrambled to intercept an unresponsive Cessna Citation, a business jet that was flying over the nation's capital in Virginia. The military aircraft were authorized to fly at supersonic speeds. NORAD releasing a statement, quote, during this event, the NORAD aircraft also used flares, which may have been visible to the public, in an attempt to draw attention from the pilot.
Fox's Chris DeMeo. A train crash in India, killing nearly 300 people Friday, was caused by a signal system error, according to a railway official. Whether it was human or mechanical is under investigation. America's listening to Fox News.
Freedom 97.1, WSME.
Live and local. Real talk starts now.
And it's another Monday. Good morning. I'm Ray Brown.
I'm Kelly Knapp. And I'm Lee Barris.
And we do the right. Started out this week.
Perfect.
Just right. So anyway, how was your weekend, ladies?
Fair. How was yours?
Busy.
Yeah.
Mine busy too.
I sat down for 12 minutes.
I agree.
That was the
Yeah.
And then my feet hurt real bad.
Oh, mine did Saturday night between my back and my
Yep.
feet, staying up on them for what were we on our feet?
48 hours.
It seemed like 72.
Anyway, thanks for all of the folks who came out to the Downtown's Court Street reunion, and for all of the folks who were involved in putting it together, those who spent money, those who contributed money, those who contributed all the merchandise that was sold, raffled off.
Mhm.
So anyway, it was a great time. And music, my God.
Oh,
Music
the
was good.
music
Mhm.
was
Yeah.
awesome.
And the gentleman, those folks who ran the audio, they're the same ones that were set up in the studio where we came from, over here from.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Their recording studio, they do good.
Mhm.
Oh,
They,
Oh
they
yeah.
they've
yeah.
got top quality
Mhm.
stuff. And for a venue that wasn't set up to be for good audio,
Mhm.
perhaps
Yeah.
it was set up to be a restaurant.
Mhm.
He managed to pull it off.
It's very good.
It takes the equipment and the expertise to pull something like that off.
Agreed.
So, okay, so much going on. I don't even know where to start, but I guess we'll get started at some point in place here. You just heard on Fox News about the plane crashing yesterday.
That's sad.
That's very sad.
Mhm.
The pilot with a mother, her child, and a nanny on board.
Mhm.
Jets were scrambled from 2 locations, and they actually set off sonic booms because they were instructed to get there as quickly as you can. This Cessna had not invaded, but had flown into a protected space around the U.S. Capitol area.
Mhm.
So they were ordered to haul butt, to put the pedal to the metal, and they did. And when you do something like that, you're going to create a sonic boom. They used to have them around here a lot. I remember them in yesteryears, but they've decided that wasn't a good thing to have. So
Right.
they stopped it, except under unusual conditions, unless you're far offshore.
Yeah.
So that's the way things were going. But it's a shame. Plane was a company-owned jet from a company down in the Melbourne, Sarasota area. Europe, some kind of motors. I forgot what it is. Encore Motors, Motorsports or Motors. Wow. It's hard to imagine. They caught up with him. They even fired some flares in his direction, trying to get his attention,
Right.
calling him on radio. Of course, the plane, no doubt, was an automatic pilot.
Yeah, didn't he
until
he
it
had
came-
some kind of medical condition or something?
Likely he did.
Yes.
If that's the case, there are people like me, even if I flew an airplane, I would want a co-pilot on board,
Most definitely.
especially in a corporate jet.
Right.
Well, here's what I'm just reading about this. It took off from Tennessee, was headed to Long Island.
Yeah.
And then it got over Long Island and then turned around.
Yeah. Don't know who was flying it at the time.
Yeah.
The mother of the 2-year-old could have taken the wheel, not knowing what to do, just started flying.
It's very true.
There wasn't a radio on board. She couldn't call
there were
somebody.
radios. I don't know what she
Yeah.
did. I have no idea. They haven't released that part,
Mhm.
so we don't know.
Mm.
That was a tragic situation. I think there's another plane crash down in Mississippi.
Yes, there were several this weekend.
Phew! What a mess! What a mess! And then I saw some video this morning that was shot. I think it was Saturday. U.S. military warship, the USS Chung Hoon, and the Canadian frigate, the HMCS Montreal, conducting a freedom of navigation transit of the strait between Taiwan and China's mainland waters that are considered international to the United States and its allies, but an exclusive economic zone to China. The warship, the Chinese warship, cut directly across the path of our destroyer.
Very closely.
Extremely
too.
close.
Extremely close.
And the destroyer quickly reduced speed, but they don't have brakes on them.
No.
They reduced speed to 10 knots.
What they think they crossed 2,000 yards in front
It
of them?
wasn't that
right
far.
across there.
It wasn't even that far.
It was just, I saw the video too. Boy, they've got some,
They
can't
were-
say it like I want to say it, but
It was a dumb move.
it was a very dumb
You
move.
don't do things like that.
Next
You-
time
you
they
just don't
do,
do
they
that.
might get a surprise, huh?
What in the world?
Well, they had one not long ago where one of their jets,
Yeah,
you just like cut off one of our jets in
Yeah.
midair.
yeah. We're and then of course Chinese president, he says we don't want to go to war with y'all. It would not be a win-win for anyone.
Well, quit sending balloons over, quit cutting
Yeah.
off our ships, our aircraft. I mean, come on.
Here's another piece of disturbing news. It's confusing.
Yeah.
It got really stupid apparently late last month, May 26th. It was a group of children they had a choir, Rushing Brook Children's Choir from Greenville, South Carolina. They were in the Capitol and they broke out into the Star Spangled Banner. It was planned. Capitol Police went up and stopped them.
Stop them. What is wrong with those people?
Capitol Police said they didn't know that it had been authorized by 3 congressmen,
What difference does it make?
including the speaker.
What difference? You never interrupt the national anthem. Deal with it
They
afterwards.
did let them finish. And then they initially put out a statement, said they were under the impression the group did not have permission to perform in the building, but clarified later that they were not aware that the speaker's office had approved this performance. And they blasted the choir in their initial statement.
Lack of communication.
Failure to communicate.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't think they apologize, but they just tried to explain it away.
Well, you saw where our president fell on stage
Yeah.
at an Air Force Academy ceremony, and then the very next day he was getting off Marine One and bashed his head, forgot to duck. Well, he's getting all beat up lately.
He is, and there are so many people out criticizing, that kind of stuff. At age 80,
It's
You're-
easy to take a fall.
it is easy to take a fall. I'm bruised and battered all the time. But
Yes.
then a New York Times article was just like, just saying his praises. And said, with the age and whatever, he may be a little bit slower here, and he may fall or stumble every now and then, but he brings a wealth of knowledge and experience, and that they claim he's sharp as a tack.
Okay.
And now the New York Times is catching a lot of grief over that from all sorts of people. I'm not going to bash the president because he takes a stumble, right? Heck, there, but I wasn't there. I could have fallen too. I have. Everybody has at one time or another. And as
Well, the good thing is he wasn't hurt.
no, that's a good thing.
He got right back up and kept going.
Mhm.
But like you said, age slows you down. You can't do as much as you used to.
Now,
It's not
given
as
this,
easy.
if he indeed is going to run for re-election, which he claims he is,
Mm.
shame on him, and shame on the Democrat National Committee for encouraging it.
Yeah,
If they
don't-
actually
I think
are.
he needs to
Mhm.
hang it up.
That's just not good for his future. We don't need a president dying in office
No, we do not.
because he's old, especially. My goodness. It's it's not fair to him. It's not fair to his family. And Dr. Jill should step up to the plate here, put her foot
I
down.
agree.
I got a
agree.
feeling that Dr. Kelly would.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that whole
Yeah.
family needs to step in and
Mhm.
let him do his 4 years and be
Mhm.
done.
Yeah. He's got a whole another year and change to go.
Yes,
Mhm.
he does.
Hmm.
To January
Almost-
2025.
Almost 2 years, a good year
Mhm.
and a half to go.
Oh, the political wars are heating up amongst contestants.
Oh yeah,
Contestants, candidates. It's not a game show. Candidates.
Sometimes it reminds me of a game
It
show.
does. Trump coming out with the nicknames for everybody again.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's Donald.
Yeah, I mean, can we quit the childishness?
No. What would you do with Donald if he couldn't be a child? He's the bully on the block is the problem. Good morning, Steve. How are you?
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good
Hope y'all had
morning.
a good weekend.
Yeah, a busy one.
Me too. Me too. Oh, mercy. Listening to you commentating this morning, and I can't help but wonder. Joe Biden ain't really my first pick for a Democratic nominee, but who would we replace him with if he's not the Democratic nominee? Who would be a good Democrat to be in the place of him?
There's a lot of Democrats out there.
That's a hard question.
Yeah, but I'm sure that the Democrat Party can find someone who's better qualified and physically and mentally at this time to serve them.
I'm with Steve. Who is a
I don't know.
prominent? It's not like kooky, like AOC or Cory Bush.
Well, you've
or-
got RFK Jr. running. He's thrown his hat into
Oh, I
the
forgot
ring.
about that guy.
Yes.
That's my question. Like Biden, out of all the Democrats, I feel like he was the most moderate that was in the
Mhm.
race the last time. And I think if it's not him, that you're only left with people who are going to be further to the left than he is.
Likely.
And from my perspective, I would rather it not be somebody further to the left than Joe Biden. Yeah, I agree his age is a factor. But we're kind of in a pickle.
I don't want to take responsibility for the man dying in office. And I think every day he's there, he's becoming weaker and weaker and weaker. It takes a toll on you, as we've all seen.
Yeah, he's definitely closer to the end of his journey than he is to the beginning of it. But it's like I say, it's a hard call. I can't. Out of all the people who ran the last time, I'm glad Joe Biden's the one that came out of that race ahead, because all the rest of them were way further to the left than he is. But I don't know who they would choose that's not going to be somebody that I really don't approve of.
We still have a little bit of
more so
time
than
left.
Biden.
We
Yeah.
still have a little bit of time left. There was rumors at one time that our North Carolina governor was going to throw his hat into the ring. So, there's still a little bit of time. If they're going to do it, they need to announce soon, because they need to start that campaign. Takes a lot of money
I
and
know.
time.
I know Cooper, for some reason, isn't very popular in North Carolina. I don't know how he became governor, but he is more moderate than some. So
Right.
that would be, I guess, a viable candidate, but I don't think he'll run.
I don't think he's
I
got
don't
enough
think he's got
national
the national
support.
clout.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe James Comey will run.
Oh,
Oh my word!
what side of bed did
Yeah.
you get up on this
Yeah.
morning? Oh,
Yikes.
James Comey.
Yikes!
Lee, did you get any further in the book yet, Lee?
I almost finished. You know what I had to do? I had to start it all over again, because where I had left off, the bookmark didn't hold. And of course, I'm listening to it on audio, but no, it's a good thing. I'm glad I started it over again, because I picked up some new stuff. But I am almost to the January 6th episode, to what happened then.
I got you. I'm a little past that. I'm at like chapter 55 on it.
Oh,
I'll tell you the thing that amazes me about it, right, is that this is the book that was more or less authorized by Trump. He brought the people in the room.
Mhm.
And it gives what I feel is a pretty accurate depiction of what was going on. And it's not flattering to Trump at all.
no, it's not.
And the majority of people who support Trump will never read this book. And he's the one that helped make it happen. It's his words. It's the people in the room. And they won't read it.
Well, didn't you
Yeah,
get a
and
whole
that just-
different take on General Milley, though, as to what, there was so many conservatives that went after General Milley, saying that he was accused of trying to upset China during this January 6th, but if you listen to the book or read the book, you get a whole different take on all that. He actually, in my
Honestly,
opinion,
he was quite the patriot.
he saved us from going to war, in my opinion.
I believe if it weren't for a few select patriots that were stood in the way, that things would have went really bad for our country.
Yes, I think so too.
And like I say, the funny part is this is Donald Trump made sure this story got out, and the people who support him won't even read what he's telling them.
Well,
Yeah.
it opened my eyes on a lot of things, that book.
Yeah. And it's just puzzling, that he puts out the truth all the time, but the people that support him refuse to look at what he puts out. Yeah.
True.
Anyway, that's all I had to say about that this morning.
Okay.
All right,
Real
Steve.
crisp and cool, ain't it?
Yes, it is.
Nippy. Yep.
Yep, it
It
is.
is nippy.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Steve.
Y'all have a blessed day.
You too.
You're live and local, Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME, and we'll be right back.
Everyone loves shopping online. Well, I'm going to tell you what I tell my golf buddies when they buy clubs. Stop searching for coupon codes. Download Capital One Shopping to your computer. Capital One Shopping instantly searches for available coupon codes and automatically applies them at checkout. Plus, it's free, and you don't even need a Capital One card to use it. That's like hitting a hole in one without even trying. Capital One Shopping. It's kind of genius. What's in your wallet?
Savings and available coupons vary. Ray Magliotti here for eBay Motors. You're driving along and some nimrod cuts you off. You hit the horn. Jeez, it sounds like a goose in distress. Time to head over to eBay Motors. They have horns for every make and model, not to mention horn pads, steering wheels, wiring, and more. 122 million parts. You can even go for an upgrade. Looks like Mr. Cutoff Man needs a new seat cover. Try eBay Motors, pal. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
Mills International Incorporated, your local Cub Cadet dealer, is ready for spring, and you should be too, with the Cub Cadet Ultima Series. See how these zero-turn mowers have stepped up from a traditional lap bar to a familiar steering wheel experience for stability on a variety of terrains, including hills up to 20 degrees. Unlock the possibilities of your lawn with the Cub Cadet Ultima Series. Head to your local Cub Cadet dealer, Mills International Incorporated, at 801 South Queen Street in Kinston for exceptional offers, expert advice, and superior service.
A plan every adult family member should consider is the pre-arranged funeral. It's the worry-saving thing to do for your family. Making pre-arrangements helps to alleviate the additional stress on family members that can come with arranging a loved one's funeral. Jones Funeral Home's prepaid funeral plan helps remove confusion. They make a practical evaluation of costs possible, and it's the best way to take an unpleasant task off the shoulders of the family. Call Jones Funeral Home at 455-1281.
With locations in Jacksonville, Richland, Swansboro, and Holly Ridge.
Good morning, you bad, beautiful bosses. This is Carrie Cobb, your boss mortgage broker from Empire Financial, NMLS 1987537.
And good morning, beautiful people. This is Donna Riggs, your local realtor, here with LPT Realty in Onslow County and the surrounding areas of North Carolina. Your boss tip for today is to stop renting and start owning, because now is the right time to buy a home. Contact our team and let us help you approach the home buying process the boss way by building opportunities through simple solutions.
Text or call your lender today at 910-382-2188 or your realtor at 910-340-0224. Empire Financial, NMLS 2108504. Equal opportunity employer and housing lender. Visit empirefi.com for terms and conditions. www.nmlsconsumeraccess.org.
Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Doctors Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane & Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving this 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Maysville. Call for an appointment today at DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
Had this chance to spend some quality time down at Tideline on Saturday. Yay.
No, you didn't.
No, it didn't. That was Friday. Let's see if you're paying attention. Yeah, they actually, I did go in early Saturday morning for about an hour, do a couple of things. My boat is looking really good. We're going to try to launch it Friday, but the weather just was not cooperating at all.
No.
So, well, maybe today or tomorrow it will find its way to the river.
Mm-hmm.
We'll run it downriver to test it. It tested fine up on the shore. So we'll give it a whirl. Got some fine people down there. I got to point out John, for one. He's been putting a lot of effort into getting this thing ready to roll because there are a couple of tournaments coming up, and we want to fish, and we want to catch, and we want to win.
Nothing wrong with that.
Done deal. That's what our goals are.
Mhm.
So we hopefully will get this thing operating, and the Carteret Community College Spanish Dolphin Tournament is only a month away. Only a month away. It's different rules this time, different sets of circumstances. So we're going to get the fines folks from Carteret back in here probably one day this week to bring us all up to speed on all the rules intensely. And I've got a few questions, so just wanted to get it straightened out. So that'll be good. It'll be a lot of fun. Tideline Marine, if you're thinking about Spanish fishing, you don't have to go very far from shore. Matter of fact, they were catching Spanish off of one of the piers last week.
Sweet.
Yep. Just throwing a gotcha plug out there, bringing them in. And that means if you got a boat, you can just go from place to place because the Spanish move around in schools. You don't have to wait for them to come to you. You can chase them down. Just find out where the birds are, where they're fishing, and where they're eating. And it's always a fun thing to do. Anybody see any birds? That's what the shout that goes around the boat. Hey, I see birds, Spanish birds, we call them. They're the little birds that dive down and pick up some of the stuff.
I was going to say, are they diving to get it?
Not the Spanish. They're diving to get the remnants of what the Spanish are feeding on.
Oh.
So
okay.
That's the way it works.
That makes sense.
So anyway, you can pick up these Clark spoons. You can pick up some Yo-Zuri deep divers. Those are the two things that I would strongly recommend. And you can get everything right there at Tideline Marine. Doors open tomorrow. They're closed on Sundays and Mondays. Open at 8:30 every morning, Tuesday through Friday. Close at 5. And they open Saturdays from 8:30 until 2. 159 Old Bridge Street on the banks of the New River in downtown Jacksonville. Northeasterly winds today, 15 to 20 knots offshore, gust to 25, becoming easterly 5 to 10 this afternoon. Seas 4 to 6 further offshore, 2 to 3 near shore. Dominant period 7 seconds. Sounds and rivers choppy, diminishing to a light chop this afternoon. Westerly winds tomorrow, 10 to 15, becoming southwesterly 15 to 20 with gusts to 25 in the afternoon. Seas 3 to 5, dominant period 6 seconds. Sounds and rivers a moderate chop, increasing to choppy in the afternoon. And Wednesday is looking good. Southwesterly winds, and when the winds are from the west, the fishing is best. 10 to 15 knots, seas 2 to 4 feet. Sounds and rivers a moderate chop.
Today, sunny, high of 79. Tonight, clear, low of 59. Tomorrow, sunny, high of 84. It'll be a little gusty tomorrow with gusts as high as 16 miles an hour. Tomorrow night, clear, low of 63. And on Wednesday, mostly sunny, high of 86.
Sounds like a good week.
Looks good so far. The weekend looks great, but I mean, that's way too far.
Yeah.
I mean, the way it is now
things
looks
can
amazing,
change.
but that could change.
I'm praying a good weekend.
Yeah.
Okay. Today, I think it's at 11 o'clock today,
11
right?
o'clock.
The 7 county commissioners will convene. The board of commissioners will convene for the express purpose of considering a resolution to censure one of their own, Commissioner Walter Scott. I read the reasons last week that they had out here. They got 3 pages of them. Yeah. And I'm not going to go over it again. You can find it on our Facebook page, posted in its entirety.
Mhm.
Tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, we're going to have at least 2 of the commissioners in here
Mhm.
to talk about it and see how things went. Well, we'll know how things went today. We'll post the results of that too on Facebook as soon as they come in. But tomorrow morning, we will go into further detail with the chairman and the vice chairman of the Board of Commissioners. So
Chairman won't be in.
chairman will not be in.
Mm-mm.
No, it'll be vice chair and another
And another
commissioner.
Okay.
commissioner. Yep.
But we'll also post the link that you can actually watch it off of our
Yep, you
Facebook
can do
page
that.
too. We'll post the live link
You mean for today?
for today.
Okay.
When they put it out there, I'll capture it and post it to our page.
Oh, okay.
All right, that sounds
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
So it, it's a sad thing when it has to come to this,
Mhm.
but if the majority of the board agrees,
Mhm.
then this is another step,
Mhm.
and I would hope that Commissioner Scott, if he's doing these things that they claim that he's doing, I hope he straightens up his act. If
Yeah.
not, we know what happened in New Hanover County.
Mhm.
We also know what happened with the school board here in Onslow County.
Mhm.
And it's not unprecedented. It's unusual, but it's not unprecedented. So gotta move along. Our governor has signed 2 bills into law concerning some what they call matters along our coastline.
Yep.
One of them is controversial, but probably needs to be done. Unlawful to hold shark fishing tournaments during tourist season in several beach towns: Carolina Beach, Caswell Beach, Holden Beach, Geary Beach, Oak Island, Ocean Isle Beach, Sunset Beach, and Bald Head Island, all of them to the south of us.
Mhm.
What it is this shark fishing tournaments that are held where you fish from either a structure attached to the shore, like a fishing pier, or from the shore itself.
Yeah. Why would you hold something like that when you got a bunch of people swimming in the water?
Well, when you're shark fishing, you're going to have bait out there.
Yes, that's what I'm
That's right.
saying.
But when you're
Yes.
fishing for anything else, you're going to have bait out there too.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
don't
Good
they
point.
usually pour out buckets of chum
No,
or whatever out there in the
no.
water?
That's
to
only on
attract
Jaws.
Not for not for this.
Yeah, they do that on Jaws.
Yeah, I've never seen it anyway. The only time I've seen anybody shark fishing for sharks, he had 2 rods in the water, and he went fishing after 6 o'clock in the evening, and there was nobody in the water swimming.
Well, with that being the case, then, if you're out there fishing for sharks, you're taking a chance that want to come by. I mean,
Yes, it's a chance. You're not chumming for them. Let me tell you something.
What?
I've been in airplanes and right over Bald Head area, there's some shallows in there. I'm talking about water that's probably 3 or 4 feet deep at the most.
Hmm.
I counted 7 sharks in there from
Oh,
the air in just a small area.
well, you'd be surprised.
Well,
out
that's
there.
like
I
a
have-
buffet right there.
I
Then.
have been on the beach at Wrightsville Beach,
Mhm.
and Finn came up. I was there shooting pictures on the 4th of July weekend.
Mhm.
And a fin came up between me and the people out beyond the shark. Oh yeah, I got a picture of the fin and the people behind it.
See, that's why I don't go in the water.
There are sharks
Been there, done
all
that.
over here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to go there.
Well, what prompted this? Okay, so what was the second thing he signed into law?
The other bill is Senate Bill 465, allows cities to remove abandoned vessels from navigable waters in the same manner as the counties. It allows cities and counties and grants all counties the same authority to remove abandoned vessels. After hurricanes or when certain people just get tired of their boat, they will anchor it up, let it run aground, run it up on the beach, or they'll do something on
But
the
that's
shoreline.
hazardous.
It is hazardous.
Yeah.
If it's in the water and it's blocking navigable waters, Coast Guard will get involved, and there
What's
come
that?
citations.
Mhm.
Okay, but you don't want to do that. But when they wear out some of the old vessels, and we've had several right here in Jacksonville,
Mhm.
several others throughout Onslow County. There was one there at Sneeze Ferry just before you reach
Yeah.
the intercoastal
I know what
waterway.
you're talking about. Yeah.
Not the one in the inlet,
Mhm.
but the one that was just right there. and it got worse and worse and worse as the years went on. And I guess it sank, but because there's a buoy out there marking it.
I know there's a buoy of that one, yeah.
So, those kinds of things need to go away.
Because you don't want to hit that mess in your boat.
No,
Right.
no.
What a problem.
Now,
Yeah.
there is a part of this stipulation is if it's been there for more than 10 years, you're not going to move it
Right.
because we have wrecks all along our shores.
Oh, I agree. We've got hundreds of years old wrecks. Yes.
That are our Queen Anne's Revenge
Yeah.
and
All kinds of
blockade
things.
runners.
Yeah.
There are lots and lots of wrecks along our shoreline. Not so much on the inside,
Yeah.
but on the outside near shore or right in the inlet sometimes. Those are historic in nature.
Yes. Yeah.
You're not going to be able to do that.
Well, I wonder how, something must have prompted this second bill to be maybe a town or a city
Yeah.
passed. Yeah.
Well, the counties, the cities had already been given the permission to do this.
Mhm.
Now the counties, because that vessel, for instance, there that was at Sneed's Ferry,
Mhm.
that's a county. There's no city jurisdiction
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, it'd been there a long time.
Maybe take that thing out then.
Yeah, it needs to be taken out.
Yeah.
The problem is the counties then have to pay for the removal.
I was
and
going to
that's
say, then who
expensive.
takes it out? Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Just doesn't take itself out.
No.
Goldsboro. Police there responded to a shooting yesterday morning, just before 6 o'clock in the morning, a Saturday night, early Sunday morning shooting. And the guy was shot multiple times.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's taken to the hospital. He's 39 years old. The shooting is still under investigation, according to the police there. He was taken to UNC Health Wayne for treatment, then flown to ECU Health Medical Center in Greenville for care. I don't know who did it. They probably know who did it. The guy's name was Clarence Smith. He's 39.
Mm-hmm.
Multiple gunshot wounds.
Okay.
That time of morning.
It is.
Who knows? And this is a good one. An employee who police said is a gang member at a cookout in Rocky Mount is charged with trying to kill another teenager at the restaurant early Saturday morning.
The teenager worked there or came there to eat, maybe?
Nope, the teenager worked there. Oh, the other one, I don't know who.
No,
that
yeah,
other one was.
the intended victim, I guess.
The shooting happened early, it was late Friday night, early Saturday morning at the cookout. They said a fight at the restaurant preceded a 16-year-old employee shooting Tahagi Brown.
Oh, my.
The girl is the shooter.
Oh.
The the girl is a gang member. Is charged with attempted murder and assault with a deadly weapon, inflicting serious bodily injury.
Oh my goodness.
She is a suspect and is a validated gang member, according to police. And she's being held at a juvenile facility. They said she ran from the shooting, but was quickly caught at a home not far away.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Wow.
What was she doing there with a gun? And
Well,
she
she's a gang
worked
member,
there.
She's carrying it.
She worked there.
Yeah.
Not everybody should have a gun.
That's the truth.
Okay.
Well, did you see that the Marine Corps has, I don't think it was Marine Corps. President Biden has nominated a highly decorated Marine officer to be the next commandant, General Eric Smith, who's now the assistant commandant. And his name has been forwarded to the Senate because the current commandant, General David Berger, is wrapping up his 4-year term and he's getting ready to retire.
Yeah.
So I guess he has to be approved, but his name is who President Biden submitted to become the next commandant of the Marine Corps.
We're good.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens.
We'll take a break, come back on the other side of it. Target's in the news again.
Oh, yes, they are.
What have they
A
done
few
now?
others joining them.
It's
What now? What's happened?
You wait till we get back.
Oh my!
You're
Okay.
live in local Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME. We'll be right back.
If you love ocean pier fishing, the Seaview Pier Motel and Restaurant located at mile marker 18, North Topsail Beach is the place for you. The Seaview Pier is a family pier complete with bait and tackle shop, rod and reel rentals, and accessories. The restaurant serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner and features a complete menu from burgers to ocean fresh seafood, straight to you from the briny blue. With the Seaview Motel right next door and the most affordable rates on the coast, you can make it a vacation or a weekend of Carolina pier fishing. It's all here, including the fish. The Seaview Pier Motel and Restaurant, mile marker 18, North Topsail Beach, across the bridge, just south from Seas Ferry. To find out what's biting or for motel reservations, call anytime 910-328-3172.
This just in, I think there's been a prison break, and reports are saying it's the Scorcher. Yes, the Scorcher has escaped and is running rampant across Comfortville. Apparently, he's targeting innocent air conditioning units. Yes, and wait a second. It seems that reports are flooding in of unfortunate citizens feeling uncomfortable, hot, and in extreme cases, I hesitate to say this on the air, people are even sweating. Wait a minute, we're now getting word there seems to be some sort of disturbance. Oh, Bryant Man is on the scene, and he has apprehended the Scorcher. All right. Tune in again for another tale of Bryant Man, always doing whatever it takes.
Call Down East Heating and Air Conditioning at 346-4311 and let them keep you comfortable this summer. Down East Heating and Air, serving our community for over 25 years. Down East can also help you with your home guttering needs. Call Down East today, 346-4311.
Have you gotten your copy of Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail area's only local newspaper in print? Started a little over a year ago, we now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date night? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
The spring has arrived, which means that concrete project on your to-do list is here. Mixed Masters Concrete of Beulahville takes this time to thank those that serve us for our most prized possession, our freedom. When it comes to concrete, nobody does it harder or quicker than Mixed Masters Concrete Incorporated. 3661 East Highway 24 in Beulahville. Whether you need concrete for residential, commercial, or agricultural projects, Mixed Masters Concrete Incorporated serves all of eastern North Carolina. From driveways, patios, to livestock housing, concrete for outdoor kitchens. Mixed Masters has the concrete, and owner Scott Thigpen will gladly provide a free estimate. For on-site delivery, phone 910-298-6153. And they deliver on Saturdays. Nobody does concrete harder or quicker than Mixed Masters Concrete Incorporated of Beulahville. When you need ready-mix concrete quick, call Mixed Masters Concrete of Beulahville, 910-298-6153. Proud to be part of the continuing growth of Duplin, Onslow, Jones, and surrounding counties.
It's live and local. Real Talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
All right, we're back. Target. They contributed a lot of money to a lot of groups. Black Lives Matter is one of them. They started this a few years ago. They've got a director of the things, diversity, equity, and inclusion. A director that does her sole job. Ever since the protests around George Floyd, Target Corporation ramped up its programs This agenda extended far beyond enhancing representation and support of historically marginalized groups externally and in the stores. It dipped into funding organizations with far left and blatantly political agendas.
Yep.
The chief of this diversity program has demanded that, hold on, ladies, white women get to work to combat the proclaimed systemic racism in America.
Oh, bring him to me.
Her.
I'll beat her down.
Its nonprofit foundation, which has been directed by the retail giant senior corporate treasurers, funded a grantee pushing to shut down and give away U.S. sovereign land, including Mount Rushmore, believing it to be an international symbol of white supremacy, and to demilitarize they call it the violent U.S. military. The same grantee also supports the destruction of Israel's Jewish character through what is called the Palestinian Law of Return and implementing economic warfare tactics against the Jewish state, including boycotts and sanctions to free Palestine. Another Target Foundation grantee said parents must teach specifically white children about systemic racism and to see color. It also claimed that capitalism maintained a role in perpetuating racism.
What does seeing color mean?
That we recognize a person of color and we give them the respect and whatever that they deserve.
I can't.
Just.
Why would you? Just as humans, you should be giving people the
Absolutely.
respect they deserve. What does color have anything to do with it? Well, see, this is why I don't shop at Target. I haven't for probably 10, 12 years, maybe more. When they came out 10, 12, maybe 14 years ago.
Bathroom bill.
No, I wouldn't care about none of that stuff. They were anti-military then.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't go to Target. I don't shop at Target. But this came out when they were very anti-military, back when it wasn't a popular thing.
I've never been a big fan of Target anyway.
Nope, not my thing. So I don't go to Target. I hardly ever go to Target for any reason. I can't even tell you the last time I was in Target, actually.
Well, if I could fit into an old uniform, I would get it and wear it there.
Mm-hmm.
And encourage all of the Marines to go, just not to shop there if you don't want to, just to wear your uniforms.
Walk around.
They'll probably throw you out.
You can't do it.
Well, I think all these companies need to get back to the middle. Just stay in the middle. You'll be fine.
It's like the NFL members. It's like entertainers. When you start going political, you start losing respect.
Absolutely.
I got some good news.
Oh, please tell.
Tropical cyclone activity is not expected during the next 48 hours in the
Yay.
Atlantic Basin.
That's always good news.
Let's see. Let's just check it through here.
I tell you, as crazy as this weather's been.
Yeah, we did have some up and down stuff all over again.
I thought we were just going to have to turn the heat on.
Yeah, well, I won't turn the heat on, but I do have some wood out there just in case. Build a fire.
Well, it's been nice, the cooler weather. So it's been great on the air conditioning bill. I'm all for it. I could take that every day.
Yeah, I just paid my Jones Onslow bill today and was half of what it was during the winter.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
I need to see what mine is.
A Massachusetts man helped fuel one of the biggest digital dust-ups and social media mysteries of many years. After he did it, Chad Jones then experienced the terrifying power of big tech titans to silence the voices of ordinary Americans. He's now doubling down on his efforts to speak out against tyranny in the digital town square and beyond. I went MIA on social media, he said, for just a while for sharing some pretty innocuous things. He's a venture investor working to bring alternative energy to impoverished nations around the world.
So what are they mad at him for?
The idea that they're stifling voices as part of the normal course of business is just terrifying. The social media soap opera began in 2022 when Jones, who's originally from California, posted on his personal Facebook page a cryptic letter written in December 2021 by an 85-year-old retired California judge, Keith Albert. The letter claimed that the current endangered state of American democracy was predicted with frightening accuracy in the 1950s. The judge's shocking claim spawned a frenzied reaction on social media. My first year of college was 68 years ago, the retired judge wrote in a brief letter to the Epoch Times. Is that how they pronounce it?
I think so, yeah.
One class I took was political science. A half page of my textbook essentially outlined a few steps to overturn democracy. His letter enumerated those steps: divide the nation philosophically, foment racial strife, cause distrust of police authority, swarm the nation's borders indiscriminately and unconstitutionally, engender the military strength to weaken it, overburden citizens with more unfair taxation, encourage civil rioting, and discourage accountability for all crime, control all balloting, control all media.
Not wrong. None of that's
I'm
wrong.
trying to find something, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
This was a letter.
Yeah. All those steps are what you would take.
And he said his class book,
Mm-hmm.
68 years ago, his textbook,
Mm-hmm.
outlined those steps. And that's where
And look what's happening now.
where he took that information from.
Yeah. Huh. Wonder if we could find that textbook and verify that that's.
I don't know.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting.
So anyway, okay. You guys need to react to something this morning. I'm tired of talking. I got tired of talking Saturday, so come on down. Let us, did you go to the event Saturday? If you did, I'd like to hear from you. What'd you think? I thought the music was one fantastic thing. The one of the bands there, Encore, they got together. They're assembled from all areas of members who, some of them had played together years ago, and they've got to rehearse Friday night for a short period of time when they all got to town.
Mm-hmm.
They were so good.
Smooth.
Wow.
So smooth.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
You're live in local Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSMA. Our number 910-333-0139, 910-333-0139. We'll be right back.
The following specials and many, many more at your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store, where good things cost less. Down home down the street on Richlands Highway, Jacksonville, and Main Street, Maysville. Half-cut, boneless strip loin, just $6.99 a pound. Fresh ground beef patties are only $3.79 a pound. Prime London broil, just $3.99 a pound. Pork spare ribs are $1.79 a pound. Boneless chicken thighs, $2.99 a pound. And 10 pounds or more of fresh ground beef is only $2.99 a pound. And you get a 10-pound bag of fresh fried leg quarters for just $5.99. And remember, the beef and pork is cut fresh every day by the butchers at your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store, and they use only the finest and certified Angus beef and Sanderson's Farm chicken. Over in produce, you get white, yellow, or bicolor corn, just 39 cents each. Whole seedless watermelons, sweet, just $4.99 each. How about fresh North Carolina blueberries, just $2.99 a pint? Fresh strawberries are only $2.99 a pound. Genuine Vidalia onions, just $1.49 each. And California cherries for $5.99 a pound. And you get 3 2-liter size Pepsis or Mountain Dews for just $5. That's your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store. Down home, down the street, where good things cost less, over on the Richlands Highway in Jacksonville and Main Street in Maysville. Remember, say big with the P.
Whether it's a quick bite to go or a sit-down lunch meeting, make the Burrow Restaurant your midday go-to eatery. From small plates and appetizers, sandwiches, burgers, and salads, to steak, seafood, chicken, and pasta, there's something for everyone, including a kids menu. Or pick up a Low Country boil from the Burrow's Low Country Kitchen for your next office or family get-together. And craft cocktails to go. Restrictions apply. Ask for details. The Burrow Restaurant, 109 North Front Street in historic downtown Swansboro.
When Ronnie Watson and Steve Matthews first came to Emerald Isle, they came by ferry or private boat because there was no bridge. As the area grew, Ronnie Watson became mayor. And since that beginning, the Emerald Isle and Atlantic Beach area has continued to grow and is one of the top family beaches on the East Coast. In 1978, Ronnie and Steve formed Watson Matthews Real Estate and joined the residential development of Emerald Isle. They were the developers of several residential subdivisions, including Land's End, Emerald Plantation, and played a part in the development of Emerald Landing, Royal Oaks, Stauffen Ridge, and several others. Ronnie and Steve realized that the spectacular growth would not have been possible without the community, military families, and neighbors. Watson Matthews Real Estate, serving Emerald Isle and the Atlantic Beach area since 1978. Phone 252-354-2872. Online at watsonmatthews.com. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, your trusted local carrier indoor weather team, serving all of your heating and air conditioning needs since 1967. Now offers residential and commercial duct and dryer vent cleaning, and now offers expert residential and commercial plumbing service. In case of a power outage due to a storm or for any other reason, be prepared with a Generac generator for your home or business. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning has Generac generators in stock, ready to install today. Remember, better breathing comes with cleaner air. Let Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning improve the air quality in your home or business with professional air duct cleaning. As always, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning is available 24/7 for all your heating, cooling, and plumbing emergency needs. Turn to the carrier experts, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, with locations in Jacksonville and Hampstead. Visit online, humphreyheating.com. And follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning since 1967. Relax. We're on the way.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
It's live and local real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
And we're back, and on the line right now, Doug. Hey, Doug, how are you?
I'm fine. I was just listening to you guys getting upset about corporations sticking up for human rights, and I understand why that's a hard issue for some people to swallow, but I seriously have been wondering, why is it that the right thinks the word woke is an insult? You guys say it all the time.
I don't even know what the word
means. Isn't it
means.
better than the alternative?
Explain to me what today's meaning of woke is.
I don't know. It's your word. It's
not
the
my
you
word.
guys throw around all the time. You throw it around. All of these woke people, these woke targets. All the. Wouldn't you rather be awoke than asleep at the wheel, head in the sand?
Again, how do you define woke?
I don't know. How do you guys define it? I don't use it as an insult. I don't understand why it is an insult.
Okay, the woke, I looked it up. The history of the word came from the African American Vernacular English, AAVE, meaning alert to racial prejudice and discrimination. I looked on.
So what is it? So why is that an insult?
I never said it was.
I don't
Did
know
you?
that it's an insult.
I just don't want it crammed down my throat. I mean, I've lived on earth this many years and been able to get along with everybody, regardless of their race, their color, their sexual orientation. Why are we making such a big deal out of it now?
It gained traction in 2014, according to this. It's been around a lot longer, but that's when it became a bigger deal.
A cause.
Yeah, I guess maybe the cause would be the word. Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't understand why. And typically, the people on the right can name things well. They can turn a phrase like death tax into a political movement. But I don't understand where you all think the notion of being sleeping through history is a better approach than being awake and realizing what's going on. I just don't get it. I don't.
What do you mean by sleeping through history?
Well, what's the opposite of being awoke?
The word is not awoke.
This is
The
problem
word
with
is
what you
woke.
guys on the right are saying is, oh, look at those leftists. They're so woke. They're so aware of what. So the opposite is you guys are blatantly admitting that the opposite of being awoke is being asleep through history.
Do you
putting your head in the sand. Let's ban books because they threaten us. Let's ban books because we don't want our kids to be woke too.
Well, I don't want books. I don't agree with banning books at all. I also don't agree with a third grader who is my grandson's age being taught about sex. He doesn't need to know anything about sex in the third grade at all. I mean, I think there's a time and a place for everything appropriately aged. I know when I was in third grade, we weren't taught about sex. What is the difference? But I don't agree with banning books at all. So, not everybody thinks that. I don't understand what you mean by sleeping through history, though.
Well, tell me if it's bad to be woke, what would be the opposite of being woke? And that's the problem with this being a political insult. And you're certainly hearing it from Ron DeSantis. No one perhaps uses this phrase more than Ron DeSantis, being going after the opposition for being woke. Well, just looking at it, what's the opposite of being woke? Being woke would be being asleep. And so the right has proudly embraced the notion that they are sleeping through it, that they're not, they haven't awoken to the current times in which we're living.
You know, what you're saying when you do that all-inclusive, Doug, is the same thing as if I would say all the left-leaning people out there, they are just dumb. They have no idea what's going on in the world. They're reclusive among themselves. I can't make a blatant statement like that about the left or the right.
But
you do. I don't.
Using this word.
You do. I don't.
But Doug, I think what some people are doing with the term woke is, or with their actions or whatever their cause is, or they're getting angry at people for not thinking the way they do, or embracing, or whatever term you want to use. And so, they are, it's causing dissension. Now, Ron DeSantis, I mean, I don't like him, so I don't listen to anything he says. I didn't know how often he said the term woke, but I'm not surprised that he would say that a lot. I think it's become also, it's being used divisive, but also in the same term, people trying to make people, I guess, woke is becoming divisive because no one wants, I don't want anything shoved down my throat. I don't want religion shoved down my throat. I don't want politics shoved down my throat. I don't want anybody's sexual orientation because I don't care. I don't want any of that.
I don't want to see the kids in school being subjected to all this at a young age either.
Well, I don't want third graders being taught about sex. I just don't think it's the place for it. I just don't. But that has nothing to do with me being a Republican or anything else. It's me being a nana of a third grader who does not want him. There's no reason for him to be. So I think in this country, people are taking issues and they are making them bigger than they need to be. So that's my opinion, though.
Well, I would say to you, one thing deserves to be shoved down the throat of every individual, and that thing is the truth. And the truth, you said, well, some people get mad because other people don't embrace. Well, yeah, if something is a bona fide truth, yes, we get upset when people don't accept it as fact and as reality. And that includes people's position. There are factual truth and there are moral truth. And if you cannot come to terms with certain moral truths that are out there about who should be treated equally and how someone should be embraced, and the fact that a store wants to put up a display that honors just for 1 month one part of our society that has been too overlooked. Oh, we can't go to Target. They've got a pride display. Oh my gosh, really? They're so woke. Oh my God. If you cannot accept the moral truth, well, yes, then it should be shut down.
Now you got it.
Even third grade.
Yeah, you just said it. It should be shoved down our throat, whether we accept it or not. I'm not going to shove down I think you must have a gun, Doug. You must get a gun because that's the way I feel. You want me to shove that down your throat?
Unfortunately, the moral truth of that is not on your side.
Oh, yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Well,
I mean, look, it's not.
It is.
You can't. It's not. History has proved that.
Second Amendment right says it is.
Well, some of it becomes very hypocritical when you've got people like, I'm going to use Cori Bush, for example. as a big example of this. Gun, but yet she employs security. Now you can't have it both ways. Either you don't want guns around you or you do. But that what kind of message does that send? That to me is hypocritical. 100%. Or Beyonce, when she was, anti-police, but then wanted police to escort her when she was shooting that music video or whatever. I wouldn't have done it. I would have my job before I escorted her after what she did. I wouldn't. If I was a police officer, I just wouldn't have done it.
All right,
That's
Doug,
just me.
you made your point. We've got to go. We're a little bit late
Look at the
right
time.
now.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, thank you.
Bye, Doug.
You're live and local Real Talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
WSME, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville.
Fox News. I'm Chris Foster. The pilot, a woman, her 2-year-old daughter, and nanny are all reported killed in a small plane crash in the Virginia mountains. There was a sonic boom in the D.C. area from fighter jets sent to check on that plane, finding everyone unresponsive.
The private aircraft took off from Elizabethtown, Tennessee. That's where it initially embarked from. It was close to its Long Island destination when the Cessna Citation suddenly made a 180-degree turn and began flying in the other direction.
Fox's Alexandria Hoff. The Russian military reports repelling a Ukrainian attack in the Russia-occupied Donetsk region.
These claims by Russia are unverified, and it's not clear whether we're seeing the start of the counteroffensive Ukraine has been promising for months. But a video released by the Russians appears to show military vehicles coming under heavy fire.
Fox's Jonathan Savage, no comment from Ukraine's government. America's listening to Fox News.
Freedom 91.
WSME.
It's live and local. Real Talk.
All right, we're back. Don't know who this is, but we'll take it. Good morning. Who's this? Hello, Mike. What's up?
Hey, I just wanted to talk about this woke stuff Doug's talking about. The definition. Could you read the definition again?
Hold on, let me get it. I have to pull it back up. Give me 1 second.
I get annoyed hearing the term woke all the time, and it's to me it's a term that
Okay.
liberals have. Okay, go ahead.
Woke is an adjective derived from African American vernacular English, meaning alert to racial prejudice and discrimination. So, in other words,
Right.
it's
Well,
alerting you to that.
So let me ask you this. Let's do a grammar lesson here for just a second. How do you use that in a sentence? Are you woke? Huh?
Now, see,
I woke this morning.
No,
what
it's
the
not that
definition just said, it was a term used by African Americans.
Uh-huh.
And that definition doesn't even stand today because just like everything else that the liberals do, they've hopped on racism, and they hijack it and then they take it for their own. And they sit there and they say, well, what's the biggest threat to black people? And what do
White
they say?
supremacy.
White supremacy, right? But if you look up Malcolm X, what does he say the biggest threat to black people was? It was the white liberal. And that's why, because look at the term woke. They jump on, the feminists, the gays, they jump on these things, these problems that black people have had, and they hijack them.
Well, here's another one for
if I
you.
was black, I'd be mad about it.
The Merriam-Webster dictionary's definition. It says aware of and actively attentive to important societal facts and issues, and then in parentheses, especially issues of racial and social justice.
It's a better
Yeah,
definition.
it's a modified definition because that.
But it's
that
still the
term
same as the other one.
wasn't being thrown around until
Right.
about, what they say, 2014. So in the past 10 years, that's like Juneteenth. Like you didn't hear about that until the liberals hijacked it, and started using it to get elected, to act like they cared about black people when they don't.
Yeah.
Why are all the abortion clinics in the black neighborhoods? They don't care. You know, I wish people would actually look into like great Americans that we had, like Malcolm X, and you know, research him and see what he says about the liberal. He called him the fox because he'll smile at you like he's your friend, so he can get close enough to devour you. You know, he says the conservative's like the wolf; he doesn't hide his intentions; they're out in the open. You know, and that's true.
Well, Martin Luther King shared some of those same ideas as well. I think he would not like some of the things that's happening today. He was a deep
No,
thinker.
absolutely not, because he was a conservative
Mhm.
at heart.
Yeah, I think he saw the bigger picture, where a lot of the groups today they want inclusiveness and everybody to be as one, but they don't dictate that that's really what they want, because you're singling out one group for another when you're equal or you're not.
They say one thing, but when it comes down to living the life of, they're not living that same
Well,
life.
when you make statements such
It's
as,
not in my neighborhood, you don't. Not in my neighborhood.
when you make statements like, all right, white women, you have to
Yeah.
get to work on this. Why not, Hispanic women? Why not Asian women? Why not Indian women?
How about African American
Yeah.
females?
Why are you singling out white women for this?
Yeah, why not just women?
That's what I'm saying. Why not just women? So
Yeah, why not?
yeah,
I don't
just-
know. I
yeah.
don't know why people throw race into everything.
I agree. I don't like
I
it.
always say if you don't like racism, then just don't be one.
There you
Don't
go.
make race a big deal about everything. If you're not a racist, it's not a big deal.
Well, I'm the same way about sexual
Race shouldn't
orientation. Like you'll
Doesn't
hear
matter.
the gay actor, but you don't hear the heterosexual actor. Like what? Why is who
My
someone
thing is,
sleeps
who cares?
with? Yeah,
Who cares if he's gay? Who cares
that's what I'm saying.
if he's white or black
Yep.
or
I agree.
what he is? He's an actor.
Correct.
Why can't he just be the best actor?
Who somebody sleeps with should have no consequence to anything. It doesn't change anything whatsoever.
Correct.
So I don't. It bugs me when people do that. Like, oh, that gay guy. What does that have to do with anything? Not one thing.
I mean, there was a time when, that might have mattered, to, say, hey, he was, the best black ball player or
Yeah.
best whatever, because there wasn't many. But nowadays, those
Correct.
days are over.
Yeah, I agree.
We've gotten past that, and now it should be, the best American athlete, or the best
agree.
male. I mean, I believe they should separate the males from the females, of course, but it should be the best male basketball player or female basketball player. It shouldn't matter their race or any of that,
Yeah.
It
I
should
agree.
matter if he came from Spain or,
Correct. Yeah, I agree.
That's just my opinion.
All right, Mike, came in. Appreciate
Good
it.
opinion.
Yeah, good
Thank you.
opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, have a good one.
Have a good
Thank
day.
Another caller. Good morning. Who's this?
Good morning. It's Tandria from Piers. How
Hey,
are you?
Hello.
hey,
Hello,
Tandria.
Tandria.
How are you?
I'm wonderful.
Did you
I
rest
just
up?
Oh, I did rest up yesterday. Thank you. But I have to say, Saturday, I think I had the best seat in the house. It was outside, doing the tickets outside, and I enjoyed every bit of the music that was going on.
It was good.
It was so wonderful.
It
And I
was.
want to say thank you to everyone.
Yeah, it was a group effort by a whole lot of people, and
Yes.
actually, it was put together fairly quickly too this year. It
Yes.
was only a couple of months long. Period. It
And
wasn't
it
even
went
that long.
smooth.
Um,
Smooth. It just,
goes smooth.
yeah,
I
from
think-
beginning to end.
I think we only had 4 committee meetings
Yes.
this year.
I think you're right.
So that's doing a whole lot of stuff in a short period of time.
We knocked it out though, didn't we,
And
girl?
Dondre, we'll let you
Y'all
know a little
did.
bit later on today. Frank's going to pick up some money over here. It's been counted. It's been sorted. As soon as he gets the expenses, and you get money this time, girl.
Yeah, it's
Yay.
looking good.
Yay! We're going to get car seats.
Yay.
You're going to get some car seats.
Yay. That's awesome. I think it's so great.
We're excited.
Yes.
And
Yes.
we appreciate all the hard work that the committee did, but also the band.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
the two vans and Mr. Cullum, they were fabulous.
They had to work.
Oh, they were.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Outstanding performances,
Yeah.
and they were just smooth.
Mhm.
They were just really cool.
Yep.
Oh, they were.
And Zach Kellum,
They were.
Mhm.
He
Oh,
did-
he was
he did
amazing.
great.
he got us
He
with
was
two of
amazing.
them.
Yeah.
Yes, he did
He
great.
did a really good job. Yes. Very impressed with him. Yeah.
All right,
Awesome.
Andrea, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
You take care.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Well, I see something we've had on here.
What's that?
A Delta flight, because that's Delta's what I fly, had to be diverted to Canada
Oh my.
because some passenger on a flight from Paris to Detroit started acting a fool. Big shock there.
Yeah.
And originally he was restrained, but he broke free of them. So the passengers held him down
Yeah,
till
jumped
they
him.
could land.
Well, all you got to do is ask me to open under my camera bag. I got something he won't break
Mhm.
in there.
And he was acting
Tie
out,
wraps,
and he got
strong ones.
arrested.
Yes.
Yeah. And then after he got arrested, he was heard, being let off the plane. He's like, "What am I being arrested for? Acting a fool, dude. That's what you got arrested for, acting a fool." And some passengers were saying that he got violent and he wouldn't calm down.
Mhm.
See, that would just make me mad.
Well,
but
That's
well,
interrupting my flight. You're going to finish.
That's what I'm
You're
saying. I'm
going to
gonna be
finish my
upset.
flight on the deck, tied to a seat,
Yeah.
laying on the deck.
Well,
Yeah.
that guy in Korea opened that door like
Yeah.
2 weeks ago. Talk about scary.
We just had
People
one
got
where a
s-
pilot did it by accident
Oh my word!
on a
See,
flight.
I got to fly next month. I probably don't need to be reading these stories. I got to go to Dallas.
Hey, Jennifer, how are you?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing
I'm
fine.
good.
I
I
was,
just wanted to call in with 2 or 3 little things if I can remember, because I was getting Terry up and we were listening to y'all. I was like, I want to call in and tell them this. I'm going to tell them. But anyway, want to chime in just very briefly on my opinion on the whole woke thing.
okay.
Doesn't have any, in my opinion, this is mine. My opinion doesn't have anything to do with the definition, with the lifestyle, with any of that. It has to do with respect and trying to shove something down somebody else's neck. If that's your lifestyle, then that's fine. That is you and your life to live, but don't shove it down my neck or my throat. I'm not going to shove mine. It's all deals with respect. They are demanding respect for their cultures and lifestyle without giving any respect. That's just how I look at it. And with the whole respect, if you know Terry and I, you know that we really and truly don't go out and eat a lot, but we've had a kind of wild week in Rayford. You know that
Yep.
more than anybody. And so last night we decided that we were actually going to go in somewhere. We were on our way home from the nursing home. We were going to actually stop and go in and get something to eat. And I didn't say anything. I probably should have, but I didn't want to cause a scene. If I had had a grandchild with us, I definitely would have. But there was a man and a woman and another woman sitting right beside of us or behind us. Now, I'm not talking young punks. I'm not talking wet behind the ears straight out of boot camp. In their 40s, at least. And the filthiest mouth in just everyday conversation.
Yep.
And there again, it's respect. Have no respect whatsoever. And I wanted so bad. And I thought, Jennifer, just leave it alone. Just, you're almost through. Finish your tea and just get up and leave. But I wanted to turn around and say, do you speak like that, or do you allow somebody to speak like that in front of your grandchildren or in front of your grandmother or your sweet little silver-haired aunt that makes you cookies? Do you talk like that around them? So what this world lacks is respect, all straight across the board. And my last little tidbit is news media, before they report, they need to call, if they're not sure of the pronunciation of a town, and ask a local how to say it because it is not Elizabethtown. It is Elizabethton, Tennessee. Cute little town. Been there many, many times. They're not even spelling it correctly. They're spelling it Elizabethtown when you read it on anything. It's Elizabethton. Wonderful little place. Little old town, beautiful covered bridge. But that's just my little tidbit this morning. Get your facts straight on the media, pronounce your towns right, and have respect for one another.
Every
And
time
if you can't, keep your mouth shut.
every time a new reporter comes to a TV station here and in Wilmington, the two of them here I'm familiar with, and Wilmington, there are a couple of places they're going to screw up royally. One is Robeson County. They call it Robeson. Nope. It's Robeson County.
Yeah.
And the other one is this little town called Pollexville. Just go figure that one out. And they do it.
Terry and I, we like to when we get to go up to Tennessee. Of course, I know the way home, but we'll put it in his little Waze thing on his phone because we just love to listen to them say at Canansville instead of Kenansville.
Oh,
and
wow.
Wistful,
Yeah.
Virginia is Wytheville.
Yeah.
We're like, oh my goodness, how can you miss?
Oh, wow.
Call somebody. Just call somebody. You know, say, hey, how do you say that? But anyways, I'm glad y'all had a wonderful time
We did.
Saturday.
And I want to
And
thank
I'll
you.
get off here so somebody else can call in.
I want to thank you for your donation of a wreath. It was beautiful.
Oh,
Yes, and the bag
It-
was full.
It was bag. It was good.
The bag was full of tickets.
Oh.
Everyone that bought tickets,
Yeah, they all wanted that one.
they all wanted it.
Oh, well, good. Good. That makes me happy.
So
Well, y'all have a wonderful day.
thank you.
Thank you. You too.
Bye-bye.
You're live and local Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM WSME. Weather is next.
Mohawk All Pet Protection and Warranty is the only carpet protection and warranty for all pets, all accidents, all the time. Because your pets are family members too. No matter how you live, we've got you covered. Soft, luxurious, smart strand, forever clean carpet. Gorgeous, durable, solid tech, luxury vinyl tile. Mohawk has the ultimate floor for every room in your home. It's suitable for all pets. For details, contact Watkins Floor Covering online at watkinsnewfloor.com. Watkins Floor Covering, thanking you for voting them the best of the best for 2022 in the flooring, covering, and carpet cleaning category. Watkins Floor Covering. They're more than just floors. It's custom showers, custom tubs, carpet cleaning, backsplashes, bathrooms, commercial, retail, and home flooring too. Watkins Floor Covering. Family owned and operated since 1997 with locations in Jacksonville and Surf City. Watkins Floor Covering. You stand on it, we stand behind it.
Hey, remember June 18th is Father's Day. This reminder is brought to you by Flatwoods Outfitters of Hubert. Serving our area for over 40 years now, did you know Flatwoods Outfitters is Onslow County's oldest firearm dealer? Whether you're there to purchase a rifle or shotgun for hunting or competition or a handgun for personal security, Flatwoods Outfitters is our area's most complete firearm facility. Flatwoods Outfitters features a great selection of name brand long guns, shotguns, and handguns to choose from and offers Onslow County's only outdoor range to practice and safely learn how to operate your firearm, which Flatwoods Outfitters highly recommends. The range is open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday, and 12 to 4 on Sundays to practice or sight in your scope. Flatwoods Outfitters, Onslow County's oldest firearm facility, 111 Second Amendment Lane, just off Highway 24, between Jacksonville and Swansboro and Hubert, where they aim to preserve our hunting heritage, wildlife, and constitution. Phone 910-353-7593. Remember, June 18th is Father's Day. At Sound Furniture and Appliance in Cedar Point, they are proud to have been in the furniture and appliance business since 1965, and their goal is to continue to offer the best products and services to their customers at exceptional prices. Whether you are furnishing your year-round residence, beach house, condo, or office, they have the furnishings to fit any style. Their sales and design teams offer professional and personal service with product and fabric selection. Sound Furniture and Appliance, 600 Cedar Point Boulevard, Cedar Point, carries name brands such as Sealy, Lazy Boy, and appliances by Sub-Zero, Wolf, Code, and Hashizaki. Financing and local delivery are available. Sound Furniture and Appliance open Monday through Friday from 8:30 till 6 and Saturdays from 8:30 to 5:30 p.m. Phone 252-393-8130 for Sound Furniture and Appliance in Cedar Point.
If your plans include hitting the road this year to do some traveling, make sure a visit to Silence Service Center is on your to-do list. Travel safety starts with the tires on your vehicle, and a visit to Silence Service Center will give you peace of mind with the best value in all name brand tires and the largest selection of used tires in this area. In addition to quality tires, Silence Service Center is a North Carolina inspection station and does complete brake service, oil changes, and alignment service. Silence Service Center, 1707 Lejeune Boulevard, Jacksonville, and 108 West Main Street, Havelock. Phone 910-353-4760.
Attention property owners, are you fed up with bad tenants, under market rents, and late payments? At Fountain Management, we provide unrivaled levels of expertise and all the tools and services you need to make owning a rental property easy and profitable. Are you ready to talk about taking the management of your real estate investment to the next level? Well, contact us today. Fountain Management, 910-455-1609. We will make owning your rental property simple and rewarding.
Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing specializes in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting. In fact, they paint most anything except cars, including homes, businesses, apartment complexes, decks, and they do minor repairs, wood repairs, pressure washing, waterproofing, and more, including storm repair and cleanup. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing, fully licensed, insured, and locally owned and operated by Roger Carroll Jr. References available and customer satisfaction is always guaranteed. So if you want to painted, maintained, power washed, or need a new roof, call Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, and Power Washing at 910-939-0749 or visit southerntouchpaintingnc.com. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing salutes our troops and is proud to be part of the continued growth of Onslow and surrounding counties.
It's live and local Real Talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Tideline Marine, your one-stop shop for all of your boating and fishing needs, located right here in Jacksonville, downtown Jacksonville, 159 Old Bridge Street. Stop by and pick up some of those lures that you're going to love out there checking out the offshore for big fish, for decent-sized fish, for all sorts of good fish.
Goodness gracious. Telephone lines.
All right. And anyway, they got some lures there that are hand painted by one of our local guys. He puts them together and about sold half of them so far. So there's still got a few left. So you might want to come on by and check them out. Doors open in about 24 hours in Tideline Marine. And stop by and check out the new boats too. We got some new Lund boats and got those new wonderful Tritune Aloha boats. Are kind of like a pontoon boat with an extra tune on board. So we give that a whirl too. Offshore today, northeasterly winds 15 to 20, gusts to 25, becoming easterly 5 to 10 this afternoon. Seas 4 to 6, 2 to 3 near shore. Dominant period 7 seconds. Sounds and rivers choppy, diminishing to a light chop this afternoon. Tuesday, tomorrow, westerly winds 10 to 15, becoming southwesterly 15 to 20 with gusts to 25 in the afternoon. Seas 3 to 5. Dominant period 6 seconds. Sounds and rivers a moderate chop, increasing to choppy in the afternoon. And Wednesday looking better. Southwesterly winds 10 to 15, seas 2 to 4. Sounds and rivers a moderate chop. Doug, you're back.
Appreciated the call.
Oops, sorry about that. Hold on, Doug. I forgot Kelly.
Yeah. Today, sunny, high of 79. Tonight, clear, low of 59. Tuesday, sunny, high of 84. Tuesday night, clear, low of 63. Wednesday, sunny, high of 86. Okay, Doug, I've done my duty for the day.
What was just so I know, the first name of the lady who just called?
The one that just called, that was
yeah.
Jennifer.
Jennifer, yeah.
Yeah, that was Jennifer.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I understood Jennifer's point correctly, it's that she had dinner last night, and in the process of having dinner, folks at a nearby table, I guess, were using foul language. That's what I took out of her story.
Yep.
And I have great, that would annoy anyone, you know. But at the center of the story is not only someone being rude at another table, but at the center of the story is also somebody who is so consumed by what is happening at another table that they're no longer capable of enjoying their meal. I happened to have dinner out last night at Henry's, Rayford. And I was sitting there, swear to God, 2 tables over, a family started off their dinner by praying in my earshot. Should I have been offended by that? What if I'm not a Christian? What if I don't believe with their approach? Are they shoving their lifestyle in the face of my lifestyle? Well, what if they're not praying? What if they're a couple, heterosexual or homosexual, who are being enormously affectionate there? At the bottom line is, it's their table. Let them do whatever they want. That's their life. That's their table. But because we live in a communal space, we feel that, what happens at their table affects us. And the essence of what we believe, what the proud woke believe, even though you guys think it's an insult, is that, listen, let others live the way they want to live, and let's be fine with it. Not, look what they're doing. I can't believe they're using that language. I can't believe they're praying over there. I heard that and said, I wonder if she would have been as bothered if it was a couple that was praying.
What bothers me is that if I'm out eating and when I'm out eating, is the loudness, the boisterousness of people at adjoining tables. And they can be there carrying on, they have a good old time. It's okay. You don't have to be so loud. I'm surprised you could hear them praying from 2 tables away.
Yeah, mostly in a restaurant. I agree with that.
I'm not sure that I did. You could clearly tell that they were praying.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay. So, but still, the point is. By the way, I am a Christian. So it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
But I say, hey, that's their table. Do what they want. Are you bothered, Rayford? If you're bothered by loud noise, are you bothered when you take Robbie to a restaurant and a table or 2 over is a family with a screaming baby?
Well, hold on.
I am.
Let me get you.
Some people
Let me
are.
put it to you this way. There was a restaurant here. Not going to call you the name of it. It's still here in Jacksonville, and there were 3 or 4 of us had stopped over there for lunch one day, and there was a baby that continued to scream. Wasn't taken outside to adjust it to figure out what the problem was or anything else. Babies generally go to screaming when there's an issue.
Correct. I agree with that.
And Mama did not do anything. Finally, the owner of the restaurant, it became so obvious and clear that there were, to me, it was one way or the other, but other people were upset that this baby was upset. And finally, the owner came over and asked them to leave the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And they got unhappy.
Well, why would you, first of all, as a mom, why would you not check on your baby?
Yeah.
So I'm not going to be upset that, Doug, to answer your question, I'm not going to be upset per se that the baby is screaming. I'm going to be upset at the mom for not figuring out why the baby's screaming. When I didn't take my kids to restaurants much when they were young for the fact that they were kids, and kids don't always know how to act in a restaurant. They did some, but for the most part, I just didn't for that reason. Or when I did do it and they would cry or act out, I would take them out. We would figure out what the problem was and then go back. But to answer the thing about the praying, I don't care if someone's sitting near me praying or whatever. Good on them if they want to do that. I don't want to see 2 people making out at look like they're about to have sex on the table, and I certainly don't want to hear people dropping F-bombs every 2 minutes. Especially if my grandson's with me. But other than that, I mean, to each his own. But at some point, a little bit of courtesy among others has got to be invoked with people. I think as humans, we seem to have lost our ability to be courteous.
That's exactly what I've been saying all along. We have no respect for each other anymore.
Just no
Now,
courtesy.
my sister and I went to a McDonald's a couple weekends ago, one Saturday morning. We just went in there and decided to get breakfast. And the table next to us, there was a young child screaming and screaming. It was more of a temper tantrum scream. It was continuous. And the parents' family just sat right there and ignored the child the whole time.
See,
And
I
that
wouldn't have
child
done
screamed
that. I would have.
louder.
And granted, I mean, depending on like an ADHD kid, sometimes
Right.
does not have the ability, but know how to soothe, know how to deal it, be courteous of others.
Well, if anything, if you see the child is being disruptive, get up, take the child outside, take them for a little walk, whatever you need to do. I mean, it's not fair to that child either.
People are just oblivious.
They
See,
were.
there's an old saying: if you don't want to get splashed, don't stand by the pool. You went to a McDonald's.
I agree with that.
McDonald's
Yeah.
is,
That's
I'm assuming
true.
they had a playground there.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
assuming
I agree.
you
I
walk
agree
into
with
a
that.
kid's
Yeah.
territory. This is not some fine
I
dining
agree.
restaurant.
That's probably the
establishment.
first time I've been inside of McDonald's in years, but it was right there next to Lowe's, and that's where we were getting our stuff
I
for
get
our
it, but,
weekend.
but I agree with Doug on that one. I mean, come on now, Lee. You
It-
you were asking for it, but still, the parents should have. You just because your kid even has an issue or whatever, you don't just
Oh,
let
it
them
shouldn't make
ignore
a
it.
difference
Why
if
would
it
you
was
ignore your
McDonald's.
child? Figure out what's wrong with the kid and deal with
Yeah,
it.
it shouldn't even make a difference if it was McDonald's, if it was Golden Corral, there was some IHOP. If the child is misbehaving and causing a scene, they're making it rough for everyone else in there.
I
So
agree with
I don't
that.
care where
Yeah.
you're at, you know,
Yeah.
I
take
went
care of your
recently-
child.
Lee, I recently went to Chuck E. Cheese, and I was shocked at how many kids were just running around and screaming.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
you can
You
expect
went
that.
to Chuck E. Cheese,
That's
Doug?
Chuck. And you're talking about me going to McDonald's.
Chuck E.
Oh,
Cheese has
come
got good
on.
pizza. What are you talking about?
They
I
do.
bet.
Yeah, their pizza at Chuck E.
But
Cheese
there
is
will
good.
be
That's what is
screaming kids in
expected at
there.
That's what's expected at Chuck E. Cheese.
Correct.
Kids running around. McDonald's, it's the same thing. It's not a fine dining
Well, I would tell
establishment.
you,
And
they
I
were
agree
the
with that.
only family in there with a young child. The rest were older adults just getting some pancakes and coffee.
Probably.
All right, we got another
mad
caller
as
here.
heck.
all right.
Bye,
Bye.
Doug.
Bye.
Good morning. Who's this?
I guess it's my turn.
It is
Do
your
it.
You
turn.
Hey,
go
Tim.
right
Oh,
ahead.
it's my turn, yeah. Well, I had a little speech out, but Kelly kind of fixed most of it.
Oh, did I?
So,
Okay.
yeah. It just, as far as there's a difference between praying and being obnoxious in a public place.
Yeah.
You're in a public place accordingly, because you're not by yourself. They don't have cubicles set up. They don't have the little private room per table.
Mhm.
And I had to call it because now I get hot and I have used for fanning in. And my wife has said to me a time or two. But, and if you want to go in there and have extra affection, there's plenty of hotels. Go get a room.
No doubt.
Go
Go
get a room.
home. I
And
mean,
as far as the babies go, yeah, go take care of the baby. I understand that. And I've gone to restaurants and kids, they weren't screaming and hollering, but they would make a loud noise, and I'd sit there and look at them and laugh at them, and I thought it was funny, and when it got done, I have gotten up and give them. My preacher got me doing this years ago, and I still do it today. I'd get up, and I'd have $1 in my pocket, and I'd go give it to them. I said, put that in the college fund. I said, it was good entertainment. Appreciate it,
yeah.
stuff like that. That'll get them going.
Yeah.
Well, we're sorry that it doesn't. Don't you worry about it. I ate my meal, tasted just as good. Now, if you're sitting there screaming and hollering, that's something different. But if you're being obnoxious in a restaurant, you're in a public place. You're in a place where others gather, and you should act accordingly. I mean, don't be sitting there ranting and raving about something. Now, me and my wife go out. We talk about the day's events while we're sitting there eating supper at a restaurant or what have you. And there's some things that go on out here. And my biggest pet peeve is I call them four-wheelers, cars and pickup trucks. Being stupid. They're not paying attention and driving. That's 98% of them now. It used to be eating and reading the paper or putting on makeup. Now it's texting, and you can tell it. And it's aggravating. It's dangerous. But it's and I come home and I vent about it. And if I tell her meet me at such and such on the way home, and I'll vent about it then, and she vents about her day and stuff like that. But we're not obnoxious about it. We're not loud, and I talk loud. So I really have to use my inside. Diane has told me that inside voice, honey. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm too loud.
I have to do that
But
to
yeah.
Robin sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand that because now being a salesman and being a county commissioner, you run into all kind of stuff. You're all kinds of, and I imagine he's got plenty to tell, and it's just crazy. But now, Doug, as far as woke, I've been woke since I was born. That's the way I put it. But if you want to, racism, as far as racism is not going to die in this country because there's too much money involved on every side. And that's what it's all about is the money. And you can fuss and carry on and talk about that all you want to. And I still believe in what Morgan Freeman says. You want to end racism? Quit talking about it. I mean, don't tell a story and say, well, this black guy done this. Get the word, why's it got to be black?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Why not just say God?
And that's the whole thing. And I had a friend of mine taught me that. And I don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
I don't do it at all. This guy or this lady or this, that, or this, that. And I don't let them know if they're black, white, red, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't let them know. They figure it out
Mm-hmm.
after what all's happened. But I'm just telling you, you want to end racism, quit talking about it. And it's not going to happen because, again, there's too much money involved. And the money's always going to be there, because just as soon as something happens and a white person does something to a black person, a bunch of people will get together and send money. And then the opposite, if something else happens with black people and this, that, and the other, the white supremacists, which you know what? You hadn't heard anything out of them for a long time. And there's something up with that, but I know who controls the white supremacists. And that's the Democratic Party. They've always controlled the white supremacists. They've always funded the white supremacists. But right now, they ain't talking because, in my opinion, this is mine on, the Democratic Party has got them at bay because they're trying to win. They're trying to win just as hard as they can. That's my opinion, not anybody else. And that's the reason behind it.
Yeah.
But people can do what they want to do. I just don't do it anymore. I don't do it. I don't mention. I don't mention their color. I don't mention their race. I don't mention their religion. If you want to sit there and pray around me, I had a guy one time pray over a honey bun. I felt like he prayed over for 5 minutes over a honey bun. And I guess as soon as he got through eating the honey bun, he was putting up some stuff and hit his thumb with that big 32-ounce hammer, and he was just shaking that thing and shaking that thing. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. God knows, thank you, Jesus. He's shaking that thumb just as hard as he can shake, and the blood was coming out of it. I just looked at him. I swear I don't think I'd thank him for that. And it made him hot. Now, he got mad.
He's about to fight you.
That's just enough. Yeah.
That's
oh,
funny.
man, he wanted to fight.
He hit you with that hammer.
He
What
was.
he
I'm
did.
telling you, he's going to tear you down for that comment.
I mean, he had a 32-ounce waffle head hammer. What do you think it done to that thumb when he drew it back?
I know it hurt. I've hit mine a lot with a 16-ounce hammer.
I mean, he popped the blood out of it. Now,
I
I'm
bet he
telling
did.
you, the blood spurted out of that thumb. He's thanking him for it. No, I don't think I'd do that. But I let people live like they want to. Just don't bother me with it.
Yeah.
Just, that's just the way I feel. Just stay legal, and that's what I tell people. I don't care what you do as long as it's legal.
I agree.
They just look at you right funny.
I
But
agree
that's
too.
my rant.
Okay. Thank you.
But I'll let y'all go. Enjoy yourself.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Our Bubby Timmy Lynn.
Mm-hmm.
You're live in local real talk. Don't go away. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes.
If your plans include travel or getting on the water this summer, please do so responsibly. This reminder courtesy of Waterway Realty in Swansboro. If you are looking to purchase a second home, condominium, cottage, or just a little fishing hut to get away in, Waterway Realty can help. Buying a new or second home is one of the biggest decisions you'll ever make, but it doesn't need to be complicated. Waterway Realty, 406 West Corbett Avenue in the friendly city by the sea, Swansboro, can help. Waterway Realty offers personalized service and experience when buying a home and will answer all the questions you may have about schools, transportation, shopping, and all that goes into buying a home other than just the price. Todd Matthews is a local boy growing up in Swansboro and is ready to help you find the home you're looking for. Give Todd a call today, 910-330-8659. Waterway Realty, 406 West Corbett Avenue in the friendly city by the sea, Swansboro.
Welcome to Lingen & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Doctors Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lingen & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lingen & Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville. Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry.
The best deal for the grill is at Jones LP Gas and Oil Company each Friday. Every Friday from 8 a.m. till closing at 5, Jones LP Gas and Oil Company will fill your 20-pound LP gas grill cylinder for only $11. You heard that right. Each Friday till closing, you can have your 20-pound LP gas cylinder filled for only $11 at Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 Wilmington Highway in heart of Verona. In addition to saving money on your LP gas for the grill, Jones Gas and Oil is your full-service gas and oil company serving residential, commercial, and agricultural gas and oil needs, as well as gas appliances, LP replacement, parts, fill cylinders, and tankless water heaters, and they offer a 10% military discount on installation. Remember to get that cylinder filled every Friday until closing for only $11. Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 the Old Wilmington Highway, Verona. Phone 910-346-6384.
Mills International Incorporated, your local Cub Cadet dealer, is ready for spring, and you should be too with the Cub Cadet Ultima Series. These zero-turn lawnmowers are engineered for strength, versatility, and durability in one lineup with premium features engineered to leave you with a well-manicured lawn. Step up to the strength, comfort, and precise cut of the Cub Cadet Ultima Series and unlock the possibilities of your lawn. Head to your local Cub Cadet dealer, Mills International Incorporated, at 801 South Queen Street, Kinston, for exceptional offers, expert advice, and superior service.
When you need comforting, who do you call? An old friend, right? Jacksonville Heating Contractors services the heating and cooling needs of our area with dependable quality train systems, guaranteeing indoor comfort for your home or business. In addition to quality train systems, Jacksonville Heating Contractors offers 24-hour emergency service, NATE certified technicians, and over 50 years of experience and service you can trust. And with a Jacksonville Heating Contractor service agreement, you never pay retail for heating or cooling services and receive priority scheduling. Remember, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And in New Bern, you can call Trent Heating and Air Conditioning 252-633-2200. In Morehead City, Sea Air Heating and Cooling 252-247-1122. If you need service or repairs, just call an old friend. Jacksonville Heating Contractors, an independent train dealer. It's hard to stop a train. For deals on train systems and more, visit anoldfriend.com or call 910-347-2843.
It's live and local. Real Talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
Okay, we're back here in the last 15 minutes or so of the show. Welcome back. If you want to chat, 910-333-0139 is the number to call, 910-333-0139. The Bidens, President and First Lady, will be in North Carolina Friday.
Yippee.
Coming to Rocky Mount.
Yes.
And also Fort Liberty, part of his Investing in America agenda. At Fort Liberty, they will meet with service members and their families and deliver remarks at an event to support Joining Force. Joining Force is something that supports family members and active duty and retired and whatever members of our military. The president also plans to discuss how career-connected learning and workforce training programs prepare students for good-paying jobs in North Carolina. Got another caller. Who's this?
Hey guys, it's Steve. Sorry to call twice.
Hey,
I just want to jump in real quick on this whole woke thing. With all due respect to the definitions you read, Kelly, I think people overcomplicate it. The definition of woke simply means that you're now aware of something you were previously unaware of.
Okay.
And it can apply to anything. We are awoke now in this country to the fact that cigarettes are bad for you.
Oh.
Yeah. So to use it as a derogatory term, it's illogical because it simply means that you're now aware of something you were previously unaware of. At that point, the question is the information that you're now aware of, is it accurate? Is it definitive? You know, if it's not definitive, then there may be something that enlightens you further in the future. So, you know, for me, anything I believe is open to debate, you know, and so I started learning when I took my first breath, and I'm going to try to keep learning till I take my last. And so to me, woke is something we want to strive to be, but we want to be accurate about the things that, you know, we become woke about.
Okay.
So, anyway, wanted to throw that out there. And as far as things being crammed down your throat, I'd like to point out something that I think the people have missed is that a Bud Light thing is a prime example. Who tried to cram that down our throat? You know, it was something we would have never heard about if it weren't for conservative media. They're going out and they're trying to find these grievance points and trying to lift them to a national level. You know, and so you got to watch out for that as well. You know, that grievance type stuff. They're going out and searching these things out, and they're the ones that's cramming it down your throat. A lot of this stuff you'd never even know about if it weren't for them. But anyway, that's 2 points I wanted to throw out there in that part of the conversation.
All right. Thank you, Steve.
Thank you, Steve.
Thanks, guys.
Okay. We do have another disturbance now in the Atlantic hurricane.
Where is it at? Oh, I see the X.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the one in Onslow. Go ahead.
No, that one will come up in a couple hours. Northeastern Atlantic Ocean, disorganized showers and thunderstorms over the northeastern Atlantic between the Azores and Canary Islands are associated with a complex non-tropical area of low pressure. The system could develop some subtropical characteristics during the next couple of days while it moves little. By late in the week, however, the system is expected to move northeastward.
It's going to go to Ireland.
There you go.
Yeah.
Over cooler waters, ending its chance of subtropical development. For additional information, just stay tuned.
Because it looks like it's almost off the coast of Massachusetts right now, based on that map. Yeah.
Massachusetts is way over here.
Where's it at? Right there. Massachusetts is right there. Okay, so it's
This is 2,000 miles away.
Yeah, I know. It's not going to come. It's going towards. It'll go towards Ireland.
It's showing Wednesday up there towards
up and up and up and
Nova
up.
Yeah, if it's going to go to the right, it's going to head towards Ireland. They get a lot of storms from that area. Yeah. That's what I was in on that boat, Rayford.
That was your fault.
Twice. I ain't doing that again. That's why I don't go in the ocean.
You're so passionate and
Not doing it.
caring.
Yeah.
All right, coming up tomorrow, we've got a couple of county commissioners in. Vice Chairman Robin Knapp will be here, and I'm not sure who the other one.
He'll have a sidekick in with him.
A sidekick?
Mhm. Tim's not going to be able to come in,
Tim
so it'll be.
Foster has got something else to do.
Yeah, so he's bringing a sidekick. I don't know which commissioner's coming with him now.
We'll
Yeah,
find
he
out.
didn't say.
We'll
Yeah.
find out.
Mhm.
He'll be in here tomorrow.
Mhm.
They will be in here tomorrow. We'll talk about this censure that they're
Gonna be
working on today
interesting.
beginning at 11 o'clock, just a couple hours from now.
Mhm.
So,
And they say it's going to be a packed house. We'll see.
well, I'm
I
sure
heard
it is.
there's one group that have been going to all the meetings to protest them just breathing. Is supposed to be taking people in there to, I guess,
Mhm.
public comment or whatever.
Lord, that means public comment will last 2 hours. And I'm hoping that the county will hold everybody to their 5-minute time because
Well, if you've got a group of people and they're all part of the same group and they're all going to get up and say the same thing, they just need one spokesperson to do it for them. They don't need everybody in the group to say the same thing. And I think there is some kind of rule about that. I'm not really sure.
well, they need to. If they're all from that group, then
Or it
elect
might
a
be the Board of
spokesman.
Education, one of them. But yeah, but have you noticed we're setting a pattern for the same small group appearing at the Board of Education and then the county commissioners meeting that are negative about everything?
There'll be a waste management next week. You're live in local real talk. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
If you plan to rebuild, remodel, repair, or do cottage or home improvements, Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Morris City, should be your first stop. Williams Hardware carries power tools and equipment, chains and fasteners, plumbing and electrical supplies, along with Gerber, Buck, and Case knives. Williams Hardware is your helpful, handy hardware store. Williams Hardware cuts glass to size and custom threads pipe. When the chores are done and the cleanup is finished, light up that Wilmington grill from Williams Hardware. Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Morris City. Open Monday through Saturday from 7:30 till 6 p.m. and Sundays for your convenience, noon till 5. Phone Williams Hardware, 252-726-7158.
Have you gotten your copy of Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail area's only local newspaper in print? Started a little over a year ago, we now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date night? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro reminds you to check your mailbox and find your quote on homeowners insurance. Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro goes the extra mile to make sure you're in good hands, like helping you customize your home and windstorm coverage with their Write Your Own home policy. Yes, save even more when you bundle your home, auto, boat, motorcycle, and even your golf cart. Remember, if it rolls or floats, call Tammy for a quote. You and everything you own are in good hands with Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro. Call today, 910-326-5383. Tammy Fry Allstate, 638 West Corbett Avenue in the friendly city by the sea, Swansboro. Check your mailbox today for savings on your homeowner's insurance.
For 40 years now, people throughout Jacksonville and Onslow County have trusted Barnes Diamond Gallery for all their jewelry needs for every special occasion. They understand that every day is a special event for someone, whether celebrating a wedding, anniversary, birthday, engagement, or graduation. Let Barnes Diamond Gallery custom design something for you. Barnes Diamond Gallery does on-site repair in addition to their quality and selection of diamonds, diamond fashion bands, pendants, watches, earrings, gemstone rings, and necklaces for anyone for any occasion. Major credit cards accepted. Layaway available. Barnes Diamond Gallery offers appraisals and pay top market prices for gold and silver. Barnes Diamond Gallery, 461 Western Boulevard, Suite 120, Jacksonville, open 9:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday.
Cannonball! Serving all of Eastern North Carolina's in-ground pool needs, Saltwater Pools is your go-to for summer fun this year. Whether you're in the middle of building your home or just looking to make your existing home into your paradise, Saltwater Pools will work with you to help make that dream a reality. We can specialize your pool to suit your vision of a personal oasis, with lots of options to suit whatever your budget may be, with features such as spillovers, heaters for those cooler months, wireless pump and light controls, animal-friendly features, rock outcroppings, tanning ledges, custom lighting. Call Saltwater Pools of Jacksonville at 910-333-5055 to start working on your backyard getaway. Focus on top quality installation, competitive pricing, and fully satisfying our customer needs. Saltwater Pools is ready to make your life a lot cooler. Call us at 910-333-5055 today, and we'll have you swimming by July.
Get your saltwater pool today. You'll love it.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
All right, the last few minutes here of the show this morning, and still got time if somebody wants a quick comment. Make it fast. 910-333-0137. What? You're whispering.
Well, we're doing church sizes.
Oh.
Wow.
Police in Maryland are accusing a mother of killing a grandmother and then trying to hide the remains with the help of her own 19-year-old daughter.
What?
Candace Craig, 44, and Sally Hardy are facing charges following the death of 71-year-old Margaret Craig inside a home in Landover in late May. Wow. Police said on June 2nd, officers responded to the home for a welfare check after a 911 caller advised he had not communicated with Ms. Craig for several days and was worried about her welfare. Candace Craig answered the door, police said, and allowed patrol officers access to the home to search for Margaret Craig. When the officers entered the basement, they immediately smelled the odor of decomposition. Based on additional evidence gathered at the home, as well as multiple interviews, the preliminary investigation suggests Candace Haig murdered her mother on May 23rd. The following day, Hardy helped her mother attempt to dispose of the remains. The motive for the killing is unclear and remains under investigation. You've got to be kidding me.
I would have told my mama she's on her own. You are on your own, mommy.
Both of the women remain in custody.
Yeah.
Comes months after a grandmother in North Carolina was charged with murder after beating her 8-year-old granddaughter to death.
Yeah.
Sad.
There's some meanness around here.
Yeah,
Tell me, there's
mean
plenty of
people in
meanness.
this
There was
world.
one at Quail Haven, I think it was. It was a nice house there, owned by, it was occupied by a grandmother or a lady and her daughter, her daughter was probably in her 50s at the time. And I got there, and the grandmother was on the bed, face down, with a plastic bag tied around her neck. Her hands were tied
Oh,
behind her
my
back.
word.
The mother was sitting in her reclining chair. She had a cast on, I forgot which leg, but she was reclining and had a bullet hole right above her eyes. The son of the lady that was shot was a former state trooper. He was arrested and charged with murdering both of them.
Oh, my goodness.
He had come to the house the night before from Goldsboro, I think is where he lived. Name was Thurman Strickland. And he was a disgraced trooper too, by the way. He got fired before that, but he carried two 5-gallon cans of gasoline with him. His intent was, without any doubt, to burn the house to destroy the evidence.
Correct. Yeah.
And the reason is because he had financial woes, and the word was that the grandmother was a very wealthy person and that she had a lot of cash in the house. He couldn't find it.
That's a crying shame. What is wrong with people? Just no. That's sad.
It's beyond sad.
Yeah.
He was sentenced to life in prison, but
As he should have been.
he should have been executed. That was
Yeah.
very premeditated. And
I agree with that.
I checked on him not long ago, and he was up for parole again.
Well, I'm hoping that he's
I
not
hope-
let out.
I hope he's still there.
Yeah.
Okay, we will see you tomorrow. So join us in the morning
Mm-hmm.
right here on Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME. Have a great rest of your day. The weather's looking really good today. A little
Beautiful.
cool, but very nice.
And Lee's going to put the link on our show page on Facebook to the commissioner meeting if you want to
Yep.
watch it.
You want to watch that
I'm
today at
gonna do
11 o'clock?
that.
Yeah.
Come on
And
down.
It'll be
I
a-
posted this yesterday. You're
Okay,
safe to
okay.
call.
Yep. That's why I'm showing record. He wasn't here when I brought that in. Yep.
Have a good rest of your day, and we will see you in the morning.
WSME, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville.
Fox News. I'm Chris.